Let's talk about Lucid. Okay, how many of you guys saw that coming? And how many of you guys have no idea what I'm talking about? How about we zoom in a little bit? How about now? A little better? No? A little closer? Making a little more sense now? No? A little more? You see it now? The gap? Yay! Give yourself a pat on the back. Naturally, when everybody woke up this morning and they saw LCID stock, they saw that it gapped up and it ran up pretty big, coming all the way up to 48.90 before coming back down. But you have to remember there are gaps, not just one from this morning, but one from yesterday too. And of course, if you know me and all my videos, I'm always telling you guys how I love to trade the gaps. So if there are gaps, it's going to come back down to fill these gaps. And even though these ones are smaller than the one above, it doesn't really matter. The fact is that it hasn't been touching the 20-day moving average on the 20-day chart or the 50-day, so it needs to come back. You can't have such a massive run-up without a pullback. You can't drive all day without expecting to run out of gas. You're going to need to come back for a fill-up, so that's exactly what's happening. As you can see right here, it plummeted down, came right to the bottom of this gap fill, and you can see these two red lines. Basically, that's just the level of support and resistance that I put basically at the top of the gap and the bottom of the gap, because I want to see if this is going to be a consolidated trading range. Is it going to break through, fall below, or go above? Almost had me fooled right here, but this is not confirmation. You need confirmation. Always wait for confirmation, because if you don't wait for confirmation, something like this will happen. But this was good because of the other gap down below. So at this point, it was pretty obvious that it's going to go down for a second gap fill. However, you do see here that we have the 50-day moving average, which is probably a good level of support. So here's what I'm looking for going into tomorrow. Obviously, you have the 50-day moving average just below. You have the 20-day moving average just above. So I think it is going to pull back down to 41.92 to complete this little gap fill that still remains, show support on the 42, and then push back to the upside. So it is going to have some consolidation or sideways action just for a little while before making that move all the way back up to fill this gap that you see, which has not been completely filled. All right, trade safe, guys. Learn the levels, and I'll see you in the next one.